we do it. Where you catch us if we be in that pulpit. Always catch a vibe, we a movement. You should just subscribe because we too lit. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, yeah, they want that podcast. They want that podcast, watch them scream out, ah, yeah.
We ain't dodging nothing. My name ain't Antani. It's the Pulpit Podcast, baby. Season 4. Episode 120. What the business is. It's that man with the plan, Big Kev. And that's Cuz with the buzz, Big Bo. And you know we got that food for your soul. For sure. You know we gotta do a disclaimer. He laughing because he know I was going with the Antani.
It's a Dodger.
Yeah, Dodger, yeah, LA. You know what I mean? The Dodgers and see, that's that rap shit right there, boy. You got.
I heard. I was like, hey. I was like, when this nigga start paying attention to baseball?
Hey, I'm paying attention to everything, boy. That's what make you a dope rapper. You gotta have them peepers on everything. Yeah. But you know we gotta do the disclaimer, and it's just because, like I said before. A lot of soft people in this world who don't know how to just scroll by, don't know how to not listen, don't know how to just move forward. So like on Facebook, people go to Facebook jail because people want to report them because of material they deem is not suitable or offensive. You feel what I'm saying? So we do this as, hey, we gave you a warning. You can't get mad at us. So without further ado, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast.
Say it once more.
I said, you know I got to do it. I said, the Pulpit Podcast is not a gospel or religious podcast, but we are bringing the gospel in the form of information straight like that. And y'all know, this podcast is based on the foundation of positivity, motivation, inspiration, and most importantly, love. So we don't do anything without a weekly affirmation. You know I keep some on deck. What is meant for you will arrive in clarity and not confusion. Hey, just sit back and relax. You know when they say let God take the wheel. That's the definition of that. You know what I'm saying? Let it be what it's gonna be, and adapt from whatever it is.
That.
Okay, so you know we got a couple of talented, young talent, a legend in the game has left us and whatnot.
Oh yeah, Fat Man
We
Scoop.
want to say rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop.
Fat Man Scoop,
I mean, if y'all don't know him, he's definitely the voice behind so many great hits. The Missy Elliott song, the You Got Served. Most people know it from the You Got Served, but it's Joe. But what's the song? Fat Man Scoop, Crooklyn Clint. I don't know if Timbaland. It's Timbaland and Magoo. That's what it is, and he's on that.
But the thing is, he wasn't an actual artist. He was like a street
hype
team
man.
behind the scene type guy. Got into the party scene.
Yeah,
and had
that voice though.
He just had a distinctive voice and ended up on songs.
It would get the song
or
that what it needed. The
remixes. And like
he was on Mariah Carey's song.
Yeah, I think he done won a Grammy.
Yeah.
Was the one with Faith Evans. He did it.
Oh yeah. I never knew
he's on that. Like,
there was.
He might have won a Grammy or two.
Yeah.
But like,
put your hands up, Lay. Put your hands up. You're just the hype man.
He come from.
That's dope.
And turning into the artist he became, where like he's still doing shows.
And the killing part about it, when he passed, he was doing the show, doing what he's known for, which is crazy, like hyping the crowd up. And there's another thing, like black men in general, men of age. Get checked out, work out, eat healthy. Telling you, it's do whatever you can to combat life. Cause we getting older, your body gets older off the wear and tear. It's just like a car. What does your car do after you drive it for so long? You need to repair things. That's what the doctor's for.
Sometimes
that's what workout.
Rebuild that engine.
You got to rebuild that engine. Might be your ticker. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be. But you know what I'm saying?
That check light came on.
That check. And he might have came on prior. We don't know. You know, as black men.
I seen one. He was in the hospital. It was about a year or so ago. He had a.
But then the warnings of not. You know what I'm saying? Some people be like, I'm gonna live my life and do me, like drinking and smoking or whatever you may do. Some people need their vices and don't believe in cutting back. I'm telling you, as a plea, you get that warning. You had to go to the hospital for something major. Listen. And also we lost a young, talented, young, talented individual, Rich Homie Quan. I know a lot of people know him from Lifestyle with Young Thug. He has other songs. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of songs.
Right, he got a whole bunch of songs. I'm saying, but that's the one that I know play. Walk Through. You got the
oh man,
I jumped the top of my whip. Feel some type of way.
Feel some type of way.
Yeah,
man, it's so many.
He got a lot.
Yeah. Hey, nah, it's like he had
a little dance. I don't do that dance. That's what little skinny niggas. I don't do that dance, but he had a dance little skinny niggas was doing. But he had a style, a swag about him.
And I dug him because it was doing that everybody killing mumble rap. I'm like, man, this dude is jamming.
Nah, he's jamming. He's jamming.
For my niggas.
He was like the Atlanta trap Nate Dogg type deal, you know what I'm saying? Because he had a harmony to his voice, like a singy voice, but he also had a rap tone. Mm-hmm. So it was like perfect for those Atlanta niggas. When you hear him and Young Thug on the track together, that's a problem. That's a problem. And everybody who spoke about him said he was a good individual, you know what I'm saying? A good dude, looked out for people, wanted to see people win.
Yeah.
You know, but what we gonna get into, from what they're saying, allegedly, they're saying he got a bad pill, an overdose. And I wanted to get into that with Bo. Was like, is it time for rappers, entertainers, people to stop glorifying drug usage with the insertion of fentanyl?
You know, you gotta look back through the history of music.
Yeah.
And I mean, from songs from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Have all been songs created and attributed to drug life.
Correct.
There's a lot of hit songs that you think it's talking about dancing, and they talking about dancing under the rain because they done shot up with heroin.
Facts.
So it's always been a part of music. So it's hard for me to tell somebody that might be going through something, because a lot of times, a lot of musicians, a lot of artists, they have these ideas. They come up with these vices,
coping mechanisms.
They get them through, or they think this is what helps them get their music to another level or whatnot.
Damn.
And so it's like it's almost like music and drugs
are relatable.
They coincide. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many of our greats, they were on drugs.
That's true. That is true statement. And we lost some greats to overdoses.
I'm saying, but I mean, from your James Browns to your Ray Charles. I mean, and there's others who probably it never came out. I mean, even to Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He ended up getting strung out on that stuff. So it's always been attributed to music, where I can't sit and say just hip hop.
Yeah.
Just rap.
Well, speaking of hip hop in that sense of now,
glorifying. I don't think rap has ever glorified drugs. I think it's just a part of rap life. I think drugs, because a lot of times rappers are coming from the hood, they're coming from the streets.
Yeah.
And if anything, either they was in the streets selling some type of dope to get a name out there, or they got plugged with somebody who's been selling dope, and they like, all right, we're gonna put some money into you.
That's real.
So like all these artists have some type of, if they didn't have anything dealing with the streets, I ain't gonna say they're a plant, but they had to have some type of industry plug.
They had somebody look out for them.
Yeah, like somebody, their uncle's an A&R, you know, this and that.
Yeah.
Their father is a manager or something.
Or then with somebody else who's already,
a lot of these guys is coming out the hood, the way they got out there, like I said, through the mud, through the trenches, it was some drug affiliation going on with it.
Yeah.
So if you're just talking about what's in front of you, I can't knock you. I wish guys didn't partake in the hard stuff. Like, you know, hey, you know, a little green's cool. You know, if you want to drink a little alcohol, you ain't got to overdo it. But like the hard pills, the opioids, that stuff is heroin, basically.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's why I really want to get to. So when I say drug, I want to get to not your regular vices that most people use, like, you know, alcohol and marijuana or whatever.
Is bad too.
It's bad. It can lead to addiction, you know what I'm saying? But you don't see people just killing over. It's abuse of alcohol that makes you kill over from alcohol. You don't just drink it one night and just go. You know what I'm saying?
But
people are dying off of one dose. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm saying about, we know what it's not like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Them people OD because they took a crazy amount of shit. Like when you see people OD, oh, he took like 6 lines of coke. Man. That's unbelievable. Or he took 20 pills. You know what I'm saying? Like you would expect that to happen. These cats is only doing the regular doses, but that fentanyl laced in there. And I used to watch videos about fentanyl, right? And they used to say, like the people over in the Medellin and over in Colombia and stuff like that, where it comes from, they used to have to do gloves. They have their mask on. They was like, you can't even let it touch your skin. You have to have the right dosage in there or it's going to kill you instantly. There is no return. Like as soon as you take it, nobody can resuscitate you. You're dead. So I'm looking at like, it has to be an onus of, it can't just be because we're rappers or rappers in the community that you glorify drug usage. Now, people come up from drug distribution, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot, and smoking weed around your partners and stuff like that. But when you start to get into this stuff where you know these pills and these drinks is mixed with various other things, and any other time, you know what I'm saying, it's not the most healthiest or safe for you, we gotta stop promoting it. You know what I'm saying? If you do it as a grown person, you do it as a grown person, right? But it's kids watching you. And we say you're not role models, you might not be, but you still have an image that people look up to, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta have it take it on, you gotta take it into yourself to be like, okay, I'm grown. It's almost like an adult. They might do whatever they do, you know, as a parent, right? They might do whatever they do behind closed doors and while they with their grown business or whatever. But you don't do it in front of your kids. Why? Because you're gonna influence them, no matter what. So you have to take that into consideration. And I'm just tired of losing good, talented, young folks who haven't even hit the precipice of their talent, you know what I'm saying? And especially to something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I think he was just doing an interview like a couple weeks ago, you know what I'm saying? Talking about he was about to come with some new music.
Couple videos in the like.
So he was already trying to build more steam because he had fell off for a little bit with the Birdman stuff.
I wouldn't say he fell off.
Not fell off with him and Thug when they kind of had their little riff, and in the Birdman situation, your steam don't be as hot as when it was rolling with the Lifestyle and all them other hits he was having coming out. You know what I'm saying? So he wasn't a household name as much anymore. Now, you know a song when it come on, but you ain't about to sit up there, you know, with the Drakes and the Kendrick Lamars and everything going on. There was no, you know what I'm saying, Rich Homie Quan being mentioned, you know. So I just want to say rest in peace. I want to tell these young men, you know, really like young men, because I see it. They want to always chase life away with drugs. And I feel like, okay, you could be grown. Like, my mother was talking. She was like, I'm grown. I'll have a drink every now and then, you know what I'm saying, after a crazy week. Sit down with her cognacs, her Cavassiers, you know what I'm saying? That's her thing, right? But she don't abuse it. When you put that in your system every day and you feel like you have to have it every day, that is addiction. And that's what leads to bad situations down the line. It really do. Like, if you got that many problems in your life, figure out how to work them out without drugs. Because obviously, the problem is still there, and you need the drugs to make them go away. So, I'm just being honest. Most people who do it on I ain't talking about your casual, you know what I'm saying, who partake in what they partake in because they grown. I'm talking about somebody who wake up in the morning, gotta smoke some weed, gotta pop some pills every time they go out, gotta drink, you know what I'm saying, excessively, all the time. You trying to get away from something. You just are. Especially if you drink to get drunk.
Or just built up bad habits.
Well, then you gotta.
Sometimes it ain't even gotta be nothing. It's just like just habit. Like hey.
But where did you create the habit though? You can't just start. Oh, I drink, but I'm gonna drink every day, and it just created itself.
They might have had a good time that day. It was like, I'm gonna do it again.
Not every day though. Well, that's modesty though. It's like when you eat. If you on a diet, you gotta have modesty. And just like if you eat food, nobody said you couldn't eat a good plate, a good meal once or twice a week. Of, you know what I'm saying, your sweet food, but whatever it may be.
That pig out every day.
And what happens? They're normally obese, overweight. They're dealing with high blood pressure, diabetes. It's the things that you have to deal with it from abuse. It's simple as that.
And they know that they're abusing, but they know, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and have me like 8 sausages and
8 sausages. More like they trying to get like some sweet rolls and stuff that you know.
That's just for breakfast. Wait till lunch come around.
Wait till lunch. I'm gonna do it big. I'm gonna do it. That's my point. I be listening to, and this is like with drugs, this is like with food, where people be like, I ain't got no money and stuff is high as hell. I'm like, but you sure will go get you some drugs, and you sure will go get you some liquor, and you sure will go eat the most highest expensive stuff, and be like, I ain't got no money in my pocket.
No, it was funny. Somebody just sent me this video a couple hours ago showing they called him a professional crackhead.
Professional
but
crackhead.
this was I want to say it was an interview like from 1985, 1986.
Okay.
Here it is it's a black man at the time who had jobs where he was making, 35 grand a year, which is equivalent, now maybe 75 to 80 grand.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit more than that if
Yeah.
just going back to different eras.
Right.
So he's making 35 grand a year, but he's a devout crack addict.
No, what they call him is functioning crack addict. That's what they call
because
him.
he was losing jobs.
He said he was
But because of the profession he had, he was like in telecommunications and different.
But he
stuff
wasn't
in the
selling.
80s.
I'm saying even functioning means you're still living life. You're still going to work. You still, you know what I'm saying, are taking care of it. You have a house. That's what they call functioning. Like, you still functioning as a human, a regular worker.
Then they show today's drug addict and they on pills and they like talking crazy, don't know what's going on.
But I done seen people act like zombies. I done seen off them salts and whatever they call them things. It's some new thing in Florida. They showed this lady, she was damn near walking backwards like them scary movies. Her body contorted like, whoa, I don't want no parts of that, G. Like when did that become great to be walking like a zombie when you, that's not the intent.
It's all bad.
It's all bad. So, I'm just saying, as people who have that position to speak to masses, think about that. I ain't judging you, but just think about that. You know what I'm saying, for a second. Because we losing a lot of great ones over some bullshit, just being honest with you. So rest in peace, Rich Homie Quan. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go to another thing. So then we know we had a school shooting. And it seems like school shootings,
mass shootings.
Inflation, mass shootings, happen almost all the time around election year. If you haven't noticed, pay attention. Like, it happens a lot. Or they happen not just election year, but they happen more frequently around election year. And so this one was a 14-year-old boy. He actually got the AK-47 from his father for a Christmas gift. And I want to ask Bo, this may be like first or second time, it's a minimum amount of time that they actually charge the parent for putting the weapon in the kid's hand. And what do you think about that?
They absolutely should.
Yeah.
They absolutely should incriminate this man.
Mm-hmm.
Show, because it's silly. But why would you hand an AK-47
AK-47
to a 14-year-old?
And he had to be 13 at the time.
Yeah, I mean,
could have been, because he said it was Christmas time, he gave him the gift.
And at the same time, this is your child, so you around this child. So it's some things you should know.
You should be paying attention to signs.
Yeah, certain signs, certain things where you can't give that energy the power now.
Yeah, he gave it so much power.
I want to. And even if you're a gun owner and, and you're trying to teach your kids stuff, you don't just give them the weapon.
Yeah, he just gave it to him his birthday. Like, here, do what you want with it. Do what you will with an AK-47.
What we gonna do? We gonna go out to the woods, this and that, where some hunting. And
but I'm sure you shoot with me. You're gonna be shooting with me.
You're gonna shoot this, and then I'm gonna take this gun. I'm gonna take it home, lock it, put it away. You're not even gonna know where the gun is at.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? So how can you just be like, hey, here's your Christmas gift, like AK-47? What?
Wow.
Let this young man have a bad day. Because, even all of us.
He doesn't have the emotional intelligence to deal with what comes with people, the peer pressure of high school. And they said he was new to the school, so you already don't have that many friends. You never know who was messing with him, you know what I'm saying? Because he's the new kid. And if you've ever been a new kid, you understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, too many people don't reach out to you. You eat lunch by yourself. You might get sniggered at, you know what I'm saying? Talked about, whatever. So if I got this AK-47 and I'm already been put in this position to go to this new school, I don't have the emotional intelligence or the thought processing mechanism currently to think it through. What you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make them pay for laughing at me. I'm gonna make them pay for making me sit alone. I don't make him pay because I don't like this school. I don't like the situation I'm in. Because if you looked at his face, they showed him, sentencing and whatnot. He wasn't remorseful. He sit there with a stoic face like, I'm ready to get away from this world that I was in. Like, I'm ready to be in jail, you know what I'm saying, away from the life that I was living and whatnot. Now, the father, he looked nervous because he going to the big boy jail, and the other one, you know what I'm saying, they're going to try to get him help as a 14-year-old. You going to the big boy jail.
Nah, you going to jail.
You going to jail. You
about to do some time.
So, you know what I'm saying, you can see the difference in faces. That's one thing I took from it. I was like, the boy was just like, okay, you know, and that's because he's young. He doesn't understand the magnitude of what he did.
Yeah, he don't.
And the discipline that they're giving him is going to be pretty much kind of like a slap on the wrist because you're young. They're not going to put him in jail because he's 14-year-old.
It all depends.
I mean, well, you know, that's color-based a lot too, but we'll see. I'll be surprised if he actually they don't try to get him help. They'll probably be like, he needs some psychiatric evaluations. He need this, that, or the third. I don't see him.
Georgia. I can see them.
We'll see.
Getting some years.
We'll see. I mean, it's still unfolding, but I know his daddy gone.
Oh yeah.
If I do know something, I know his daddy gone. And I just think it was dope that they charged him because I hope that makes other parents think to start paying attention to your kids every day. Look at the signs, you know what I'm saying? Being silent, staying in their room all the time, you know what I'm saying? Not having friends and classmates.
Don't give them guns.
Don't give them guns. I'm saying, and then even on that, you don't sit up there and give them guns and ammunition and weaponry and just be like, you can just have at it.
Cause like even a kid that might even have it together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Can lose it. Can have a fit of rage.
Can have one of them, just a bad day.
Blackout.
And you know what? I'm coming back tomorrow. You say something else, you know, so it is taking the power away from them. Not giving somebody a chance. Let them grow and develop. Because, I mean, there was times when me and my guy, we 18 years old. We still ain't fully. We get into it with somebody. I'm telling him, grab the heater.
Yeah.
And then don't even realize police sitting right behind us.
Yeah.
And then just look up like, oh, there go the boy.
Got saved a million times.
Like if he just started just dumping because I said, hey, dump, cuz.
Could have been bad all the way around. Jail or death. Just a lot of situations.
That was 18 years old.
And
that wasn't even a 14-year-old.
Your thought processing, I'm telling you, don't really take effect till after 20-something. Most people, even later goes to 30 shit, and some people still don't have a good thought processing mechanism. So just imagine a 14-year-old.
Man.
Come on, man. Like, I'm just glad to see they're trying to do something to hopefully deter parents from being stupid, because that was a stupid-ass decision. I don't even know what makes you think to go to a store. And the thing about it, even if you were to go to get him a gun, an AK-47?
Man, assault
what
rifle?
the fuck is he going to shoot and what's he going to practice that with that thing?
If anything, I ain't going to give him a 380, but I mean, let's start with a pistol.
Start with a pistol that's monitored. Monitored. Like, we go shoot range with me.
Yeah.
I can monitor you, make sure you're shooting correctly.
And
I take it from you. It's on lock and box. Yeah.
Boom.
Now, that is a responsible parent. He's trying to, show if the kid shows an interest in these things, you're still giving them something that they can enjoy, but you're also monitoring and being a parent. Just to give it to them and say, have at it? Nah, that's
And so when they do have a day where they about to lose it and they come in, they like, they're going to say, where's the gun? Such and such.
Then you do your parenting job.
Right. Whereas if they got access,
he gonna put it in his book bag. He gonna put it in his book bag and go there in the morning. I got something for y'all tomorrow. Y'all think y'all funny? Ha ha ha. Joke's on you. And when you really see most of the time, the younger ones that do the that, yeah. But the ones that normally do it, man, they had a bad day. People done chastise them, antagonize them, you know what I'm saying? And they like, oh, I might not can fight, but I got this AK-47. I got this gun I bought offline. I bet you won't do it again.
This dude showed up and said, my daddy gave me an AK-47.
Man.
That's crazy.
And then I heard the story of the young man who was fighting for his life and running around and stuff like that. Yeah, I know these nasty. I hate these motherfuckers. I done said it many times. But anyway, I seen the young man was talking about it or whatever. And he was just like, he seen one of his partners get shot in the leg and grazed. He hid behind a bookcase, you know what I'm saying, by the door or whatnot. When he seen the dude, one of the kids who died, he seen him on the ground bleeding really bad. Like, imagine the trauma. Just, it's so many traumas. Even if you survive it, Imagine the trauma for a 14-year-old to see one of his friends or his classmates
That's the rest of his life.
bleeding, you know what I'm saying, on the ground.
The rest of his
And you're
life.
running and ducking for your life, and your partners is getting shot too. Like
PTSD. It's like you know, somebody that went over to Vietnam. They're gonna have to deal with that the rest of their life.
yeah. So I just want to say rest in peace. I think it was 4 people that lost their life. I want to say it was 2 teachers and 2 kids. I want to say rest in peace to those people. I want to say just parents, man, do your job. I mean, I know sometimes it's out of your reach, and you try to be a good parent and just didn't have control that day. But it's sometimes y'all just not doing your job. Y'all too busy with y'all lives and what y'all got going on, and your kids is facing a whole different struggle.
Don't give kids guns.
And don't give kids guns. That's, hey, I'm telling you, that was my president's slogan. That would be it right there. Don't give kids guns on no premises, because no kid needs a gun.
Man.
No kid needs a weapon. You better learn how to fight. I take my kid to a self-defense class before I give him a gun.
Hey, you need to learn how to have a smart-ass mouth.
Yeah, a smart-ass
Use that
mouth.
mouthpiece.
You gonna go some UFC. You gonna go do some ninjutsu. Hey, you gonna do something.
Hey, you say something, snap and be like, all right.
But you know these kids now, like UFC stuff, like I seen little white kids like, hey, say something. They put you in the guillotine and choke you out. Who gonna laugh now? if a boy get choked out on camera, who's laughing now? They gonna leave that boy alone the rest of the school year, his whole time there. They ain't gonna fuck with that little dude. But yeah, just saying, parents, do your job. Like Bo said, don't give your kids guns. Okay, so now we're gonna go to sports and entertainment. Entertainment side, we got Big Sean. Bo will talk about that more. I listened to the Big Sean, but I know he was listening to it before me, and we'll also have LL Cool J on deck. So what you think about the Big Sean, Bo?
I dig the Big Sean. I damn near think Janae A&R'd it, because it's kind of got like
It has that feel.
It's got a vibey, spiritual feel to it. Like Janae would make on her albums.
It do.
But he's got some good tunes on there. He's got some good tunes, and
like 21 cuts. So
yeah, there is a gang of cuts on there. I will say that. But no, I dig that Big Sean. I like the lane he went with this album.
Yeah.
You know, speaking on the mental stuff, and
yeah.
I mean,
he got in depth,
gaining clarity, and
talking about his son.
Just even the sound of it sonically.
Sonically sound good.
What it sounds like, and so I dig that Big Sean.
Yeah, and he's doing what I've been telling people about Drake, and this is why I say what I say. Sometimes you grow in life, you go through things. You know what I'm saying? Like he literally had a son. It changes your whole outlook on life, right? And that's why he's got a song about his son and how it made him change and what he was doing, you know what I'm saying, and this, that, and third. That's what people want to hear about. Life stories. I don't want to hear about you hot boying it up all the time, every album.
I will say, Big Sean, I for years, I've put him in the pop rapper.
Yeah.
I felt him, Wiz Khalifa. You know, they're pop rappers.
Yeah.
But I will say he was the one who shown vulnerability and shown different transition in what he was speaking about, because he has made songs like the one song I forget which one. It was basically about his grandmother, but it turned into a hit though.
Yeah,
I forget which song it was.
I don't know the name of it, but I know what you're talking about.
But it's making songs. I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so he's
blessings on blessings on blessings.
Hey, so he's been one that like has shown vulnerability and still been able to make hits,
and that shows that you can do it. And that's what I'm saying. Even if your first 2 albums is all pop, hot boy in it, big money, I get all the women, I got all the money, cool. But at some point in time, when real stuff happened to you, breakup, famous breakups, having a child, you know what I'm saying, hitting rock bottom, that's what people will resonate with, because people hit rock bottom every day. People have a child every day. People have success every day. We want to hear it and how you came about and how you handle it.
But Drake might have the switch up after this summer, the way he got his ass kicked. The next project, he might show some vulnerability.
He gonna come back a Jamaican like Dave Chappelle when he was on the Half Baked, right near the beach,
over by the beach,
right near the beach. Like he gonna have the whole. I want to talk to Samson. He got to change his whole tune, G, because them 4 little songs, and I think he's trying to test the waters to see if people still rock with him, because he dropped about 4 songs, and people were like, okay. You got the whole Atlanta on there. You got Lotto, you got Young Thug, you got, you know what I'm saying, your normal without Future, and it is heavy hitters. What do you do now, Drake? I'm interested to see the next album to come out. What do you do now that you lost a lot of heavy hitters?
Colonizing.
He definitely gonna colonize. He gonna find whatever is hot and he gonna place his mark there and try to make it jump for him. He's been doing it every album. All you gotta do is pay attention to it. His go-tos are 21, Young Thug. Those are the dudes that mess with him. And DJ Khaled still mess with him. So that's your backing right now. And you might have Lotto, people who don't, because she's connected with 21 Savage. So you might have a couple mainstream, you know what I'm saying? But you done talked about Meg. So you get Meg ain't gonna be there.
These songs also could have been made before everything.
They could have been. We never know. We never know. Like, Drake's just dropping, but I think he's dropping them to see if he get his fan base still rock with him. You know what I'm saying? Why else would you just drop these little 4 songs just to be dropping it when everybody know you lost the battle to Kendrick and they're like, there's been no reply. There's been nothing to say. You haven't even come out and spoke about it. Like, you could have gave the man a problem. Like, hey, yeah, it was a good battle. Kendrick got me on that one. He upped me on that one, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna move past it.
He is not gonna say that.
But see, that's take a bigger man. But see, Drake don't like to show vulnerability. That's what we talking about. People will let it go if you just admit it. Like, for example, when you're in a boxing match, you talk all your shit, both fighters think they gonna whoop each other's ass. Somebody's gonna get whooped. What do you do when you go over to the podium? It was a great fight. He caught me. I want a rematch. What they say?
I want a rematch.
I want a rematch. It won't be like that next time. We're gonna train harder. You see what I'm saying? That man just bowed out and just went, he went somewhere where they said Tupac went. For real. Like, when the Tupac had passed, they was like, he's somewhere. That's where Drake's at. Like, we don't even know where he at. But every now and then he pop up. But yeah. But off of that, LL Cool J, the legend. He dropped his I don't know how many years he's
been
dropped.
talking for a few years.
I don't know how long it's been since his last album dropped, but this is called Force. I think it's about 14 cuts. Definitely Q-Tip produced. Hey, it's hip hop. That's all I'm gonna say. L is spitting ferocious. That's what I would say. Every song L is spitting. It ain't no popcorn gimmicky shit. The beats ain't popcorn gimmicky, radio pop. No, it's straight hip hop. Telling you. But if you like hip hop, you're gonna love the LL Cool J. And if you like lyrics, you're gonna love the LL Cool J. I listened to the Murdergram, but he's on there with Eminem. That's his latest single he just dropped. And M, always gonna be M. M gonna say some unbelievable metaphors and triple entendres, but L, the delivery that man's coming with. See, I like that hard, you know what I'm saying? That bravado that's like, that's LL Cool J, you know what I'm saying? When he's spitting, like, when I'm bad, that's what make me be like, the beat and what he's saying, it make you want to, like, you can fuck somebody, but I'm bad. Like, nobody can fuck with me. Like, he give you that type of emotion, and that's what this album does. It's good to see a veteran still being able to bring it. When you talk about the NFL, NFL definitely had 2 games that play. We seen Patrick Mahomes versus Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson lost weight, has slimmed down. The Ravens still don't look like that team to me, though. Like, they look like they missing something. They got Derrick Henry, didn't even use him.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Like, what we doing, baby? Like, what we doing? You got Derrick Henry, man, got 9 rushes, G. And I'm pissed because he was on my fantasy team. So I'm bad. Like, I'm pissed off. He was on my fantasy team and could have got a lot of yards.
They got down, had to throw that ball.
But no, they got down because you kept on throwing the ball. Lamar kept running. Like, it didn't look like no type of cohesion to their team. Offensive line was terrible. Defense was terrible because Patrick Mahomes was tearing their ass up. He didn't even throw the ball to Travis Kelce. He was killing them with some new receiver, rookie receiver they got.
Jones is a problem, though.
Who?
On the defensive side of Kansas City.
That dude's a problem. That's why they had to pay him.
Dang.
Chris Jones, that's why I had to pay him.
He's a problem.
He's a problem. You got to put 2 on him. But the thing about it is they don't have a blocking tight end. All their tight ends are receiving tight ends.
Yeah.
So if you got everybody trying to go out and receive, who's stopping this monster, this behemoth? Running pieces. Chris Jones, if you know him, he's a monster. And he causes terror to quarterbacks.
Man, I hope Luke Latte's like that.
We'll see.
I can't say his name right.
I know you're talking about, but I ain't about to try to. But I ain't about to try to pronounce it right now. I was like, I know you're talking about though.
Latte,
I hope he can turn this up like that.
And then, we just seen like the Green Bay Packers versus the
Jordan Love might be
Jordan Love might be done for the season. I hope not, though. Last play trying to make him come back. It didn't look good. I hope
got these two behemoths and the way he had his legs.
I hope he bounced back. It didn't look good. But I will say this. Eagles gonna be a problem on offense, G.
Yeah, they are.
Saquon Barkley, still got Brown, and was it Devontae? Not Devontae, but what's his other name? I can't think of the little skinny dude. Came from Alabama. Can't even think of his name. The other receiver.
I can't think of it either.
I can't think of his name. It's Smith, ain't it? It's something Smith. It's not Devontae Smith, is it?
I don't know.
But y'all know what I'm talking about. The other receiver besides Brown, and they got Godry, whatever his name is, the tight end. They look good. Jalen Hurts still doing his thing. They got a new offensive coordinator. They got a new defensive coordinator. So the Eagles could make some heads, roll. But the Giants are stupid. You gave away Saquon Barkley for nothing? And that man come out and get 3 touchdowns?
The Giants is one of the most talked about dumbass football teams.
Dumbass. You gave all that money to Daniel Jones, and you gave away Saquon Barkley. Come on, G. Who is y'all CEO? Who's y'all manager, owner of the team? It's terrible, man. Terrible. And then tomorrow, it's on and popping. Everybody's playing. So we gonna just tune in and check out this new NFL season. We're Colts fans, so we want to check out.
I'm supposed to be tailgating.
Well, yeah, we want to check out what Richardson does this year.
Stay healthy.
Stay healthy. That's the biggest key. Jonathan Taylor, our receiving core, you know what I'm saying? Young, you know what I'm saying? But decent, wide receivers. We should be able to make something happen. Defense is still pretty much up there. Should be able to make something happen. But y'all know y'all geared up for a good old NFL season. And, of course, WNBA, shout out to the Fever.
Yeah,
locking in a playoff spot. Hey, tell you want to. You can hate if you want to. Take the bias out and just watch Caitlin Clark play.
Hey, nah, it's fun.
Take the biases out. Color, differential. If you pro-black, I get it. But if you're pro-black, you can't be a fan of sports because you ain't going to give a real opinion. Take the biasness out and look at Caitlin Clark and look at the Fever. And it ain't just Caitlin Clark. It's Kelsey Mitchell, Celia Boston. It's a lot of people. But the engine, without a doubt, is Caitlin Clark. Y'all can hate on it all you want to. What else you got, Bo?
Oh, that's it.
All right. So, we bring y'all content. Y'all was laughing at the shit we was talking about last week. People love what we was talking about last week. But every now and then we got to change up the speed. Y'all, we can do everything. This podcast is about everything.
Mr. Versatility.
Mr. Versatility. That's what it is. And we bring it like that. So,
Dickie V.
All right. So he ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing else. Well, we hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Shout out to my fellow Virgo niece. Happy birthday, Toot. Her name is Victoria. It's her birthday today.
Man,
so shout out
every day, man.
Virgo's rule, baby. My birthday is next week, so I'm gonna be on Tizzy.
There's a lot of humping going around in December and January.
That's right.
Them cold winters, y'all was making babies.
Don't let me get on my Virgo shit. You feel me? I mean, I ain't gonna talk about how many stars are Virgos. Ludacris. Who else? Nas. Who else? It's like, I'm going to tell you, when you go look up how many talented, like, superstar, megastars are Virgos, Beyonce. Look at the names I just named. Lord have mercy. Yeah, my sign be doing big things out there. But okay, we're going to go ahead and let y'all get on with y'all day, and we're going to see y'all next one. Bo is tripping on his gnat. These gnats are fuckers. I'll say it again.
Landed on my head, man.
He landed on my ear. This thing gonna smack my whole damn earring out.
I don't appreciate that.
I don't use a disrespectful bitch. That's what you is. I hate gnats, bro. I'll be at the computer working in this room, and I'll be working when I'm working from home, and they just keep fucking with me. Like, you got all this house. Get away from me. But it's getting cold. You fuckers' day is up. It's getting numbered. That's all I'm going to say. But y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, and we going to see y'all in the next one. Yup.